By 2025, biomechanical organs have been developed thanks to advances in medical technology. The Union Corporation sells these pricey artiforgs on credit, and when buyers don't pay, the business sends repo men to take the organ back by force, which almost always ends in the buyer's death. The best repo guys in the Union are Remy and his long-standing friend Jake, but his wife Carol feels that Peter, their kid, is being negatively impacted by his employment. An enraged Carol departs with Peter when Remy permits Jake to carry out a repossession outside of their family cookout. While Jake and Remy successfully raid a nest of Union debtors escaping the nation, Remy is set on moving to the sales department. Jake sets up one more mission for Remy, retrieving the heart from a singer he likes. However, Remy is hurt by a broken defibrillator and needs an artificial heart implanted in place of his own. After Carol files for divorce, Remy moves in with Jake, but he can no longer kill as a repo man or lie as a salesman because of his growing empathy for consumers. Jake leads Remy to another nest with enough artiforgs to pay off his debt because he is overdue on his heart payments, but Remy is unable to complete the task. After Jake departs, a debtor renders Remy comatose. When Remy wakes up, he finds himself rescuing Beth, a well-known lounge singer who is battling drug abuse and several ailments. Remy breaks into the Union office and tries to clean his and Beth's accounts, but Jake stops him and allows him to go. While on the run, Beth and Remy hide out in the deserted suburbs of the city, where Beth discloses that she was compelled to purchase illicit goods due to overwhelming debt. After they start dating, Remy decides to use an old typewriter to record his life as a repo man. Ray, a competitor repo man, follows Remy and tricks him into falling through a floor hole. Beth also stumbles and breaks her prosthetic knee, but Ray is killed by Remy. Remy enters his old place of employment covertly and takes jammers to get past other repo men's organ scanners. He demands that Frank clear his account, only to learn that because of his previous effort, this can only be done at the Union's central office. At the airport, Remy and Beth try to leave the country, but Beth's knee bleeding alerts security. Jake gets there in time to see them flee when a fight breaks out. They get a black market surgeon to replace Beth's knee with the assistance of her associate Asbury. Jake kills Asbury and renders Remy comatose, confessing that he set up the defibrillator to make Jake stay a repo man. Remy is awakened by Beth, and together they almost miss a Union raid. After being briefly subdued by a freedom warrior opposed to unions, Remy vows to release all Union clients from debt. He says goodbye to Peter and Carol and hands Peter his manuscript. Frank is taken hostage by Remy and Beth, who then use him as leverage to storm Union headquarters and battle their way to the server room. The only interface on the server is an organ scanner. In order to use it internally on each of their artiforgs and clear their accounts, Remy and Beth must cut themselves open. As soon as Frank and Jake enter the room, Beth is almost dead and Remy is trying to examine her heart. Jake is told to kill Remy, but instead he kills Frank, saves Beth's life, and throws grenades into the server, destroying the mainframe and erasing all of the Union customers' records. A while later, Peter has released his father's work, The Repossession Mambo, and Remy is enjoying his freedom with Beth and Jake on a tropical beach. But it turns out that Remy is truly unconscious and has suffered major brain damage from Jake knocking him out. Remy may now enjoy a serene existence in a computer-generated dream world thanks to Jake's payment of Remy's debt and the connection of his brain to a neural network. Their victory over the Union was only a portion of this dream. While Frank makes a pitch for the neural network, Jake bids Remy farewell and gets ready to deal with an unconscious Beth.